What if you fell into a black hole? Not tomorrow, not in a faraway science fiction story, but right now. Imagine yourself drifting silently through the cold, endless void of space. Stars glimmer in the distance. Your ship is motionless. And in front of you, it appears, a monstrous cosmic shadow. It is darker than darkness, a hole in reality itself, framed by a glowing halo of twisted light. This is a black hole, the most terrifying object in the universe. And you are falling toward it. The truth is both more terrifying and more fascinating than you could possibly imagine. Falling into a black hole is not just a journey toward death. It is a journey that pushes the limits of human understanding, the laws of physics, and perhaps even the boundaries of reality itself. In this video, we will explore every stage of this unimaginable descent. We will discover what happens as you approach, what happens when you cross the point of no return, and what scientists believe might await you deep inside the abyss. So fasten your seatbelt, if it even matters anymore, because once you begin this fall, there is no turning back. The approach from far away, a black hole, does not look like much. It is invisible, a perfect void. But surrounding it is the accretion disk, a swirling storm of gas, dust, and shredded stars spiraling at nearly the speed of light. This disk burns with unimaginable energy, glowing brighter than entire galaxies. As you draw closer, the light itself bends and warps around the edges. You would notice something strange. The background stars stretch, twist, and seem to orbit around the black circle. This is the power of gravitational lensing. Space itself is curving under the intense gravity of the black hole, and your eyes are witnessing the fabric of reality bending. Your instruments scream warnings. The gravitational pull increases second by second. You try to fire engines, but nothing changes. No matter how much power you unleash, the black hole is stronger. Slowly, inevitably, you are dragged closer. At this point, you are still safe. From a distance, black holes are not as deadly as you might think. If the black hole is large enough, say one of the supermassive monsters that live at the centers of galaxies, you could orbit it without being torn apart. But you are not orbiting. You are falling. The event horizon. Soon, you reach the event horizon. This is the ultimate boundary. Once you cross it, nothing, no matter how fast, can escape. Not even light itself. The event horizon is not a physical surface. It is an invisible point of no return. To an outside observer, this is where the story ends. From the perspective of anyone watching you fall, you would never actually cross the horizon. Instead, you would appear to slow down, your motion dragging into eternity. Light from your ship becomes redder, weaker, stretched into infinity. Eventually, you fade into darkness, frozen in time, forever stuck on the edge. But from your perspective, something entirely different happens. You do not stop. You cross the event horizon in an instant without noticing any sudden change. This is the strange duality of black holes. The outside universe sees you vanish into nothing, while you continue your fall inside. Time itself has become split into two realities. Spaghettification. The moment you cross, gravity unleashes its cruelest weapon. The pull of the black hole is so extreme that it stretches you vertically while compressing you horizontally. Scientists call this spaghettification. Imagine your body pulled into a long, thin strand, atom by atom, molecule by molecule. If the black hole is small, this would happen before you even cross the horizon. You would be torn apart instantly. But if it is a supermassive black hole, you might actually survive the crossing. In fact, you might not feel spaghettification until much deeper inside. The irony is brutal. A larger black hole, billions of times more massive than the sun, gives you a longer life inside. A smaller one kills you instantly. The scale of your executioner decides how far your journey continues. Time, dilation. As you descend, something even stranger unfolds. Einstein's theory of relativity tells us that extreme gravity bends not just space, but also time. The deeper you fall, the more time slows for you relative to the outside universe. For every second you experience near the horizon, years or even centuries pass outside. The universe beyond the black hole races forward while you remain trapped in your descent. Stars are born and die. Civilizations rise and fall. And you, stretched by gravity, falling toward the core, would watch the cosmos speed ahead. In a sense, a black hole is a time machine, just not one you would want to enter. Inside the horizon. Now you are deeper still, past the point where science is confident. Inside the event horizon, space and time switch roles. Moving forward in time now means moving closer to the singularity. You cannot stop. You cannot turn around. To exist inside a black hole is to move inevitably toward its heart. Your fate is sealed. But what exactly is at the heart? The singularity. At the very center lies the singularity, a point of infinite density, where all the mass of the black hole is concentrated. Here, the laws of physics as we know them completely collapse. Gravity is infinite. Space and time themselves are crushed into a point smaller than an atom. No theory we possess, neither Einstein's relativity nor quantum mechanics, can fully describe what happens here. The singularity is the ultimate mystery. It may be the end of your journey, or perhaps the beginning of something beyond comprehension. Some scientists believe you would be destroyed instantly, reduced to pure energy as your atoms are annihilated. Others suggest stranger possibilities. Could the singularity be a gateway to another universe? A bridge to another point in space and time? A hidden connection known as a wormhole? These are ideas that live on the edge of speculation. We cannot know for certain. Alternate theories. One theory proposes that information, everything you are made of, cannot truly be lost. Instead, it may be stored on the surface of the event horizon in a kind of holographic imprint. If true, then part of you, your very essence, might still exist as a faint echo on the black hole's skin, long after your body is gone. Another theory suggests that black holes could eventually evaporate through a slow process known as Hawking radiation. If this happens, then everything inside might one day be released back into the universe in a burst of energy. Could this mean that your information, your atoms, your history could one day re-emerge? Perhaps. Or perhaps you would vanish completely, your existence erased as though you had never been. The human imagination. The truth is, black holes are not just astronomical objects. They are philosophical puzzles. They force us to confront the limits of our knowledge, the fragility of our existence, and the terrifying beauty of the cosmos. Falling into a black hole is not only about physics. It is about wonder, fear, and the possibility that the universe holds secrets far stranger than we can imagine. You, the traveler, have now passed beyond every boundary. Your body is stretched, your time is distorted, your very being is drawn toward an impossible singularity. From the outside, you no longer exist. From the inside, you plunge into the unknown, and in that final moment, you become part of the greatest mystery in the universe. Conclusion. So what is the truth about falling into a black hole? The truth is that no one knows. Science gives us predictions, terrifying and fascinating, but beyond the event horizon, certainty ends. We are left with questions, speculations, and the haunting possibility that some answers may never be found. Perhaps black holes are cosmic tombs, the ultimate dead ends of reality. Or perhaps they are gateways, leading somewhere beyond imagination. Whatever the answer, The journey into a black hole is a journey into the very heart of the unknown. Now, I want to hear from you. If you had the chance to fall into a black hole, knowing it would end everything you are, would you take the plunge just to discover the truth? Or would you stay safely outside, forever wondering what lies within? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're fascinated by mysteries like this, make sure you watch our video on the hidden secrets of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Because the universe is full of mysteries, and together we will keep exploring them.